What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Man, it has been, I have been worn the F out since the tailgate, and I'm still working on getting stuff together since the tailgate. All of my stuff that I have, I've got 3 canopies, about 10 coolers, and tables and all that stuff. All that's goes up in the attic in the garage here. And I've been working on getting all those things cleaned up and ready to just sit till the next go round. And I'm still taking shit up there. And it's hard out here for a pimp. I'm getting old. Anyway, we have some incredible news that when you saw it happen, we probably didn't think about this day coming. But Damar Hamlin is getting out of the hospital today, 9 days after having literally died on the field. The NFL dodged a bullet on actually having a person literally die on the field. And so happy that he's still here right now. Couple things here. I'll be ready to sand out all these pieces. I may do a live stream while I'm working here in the shop. Kellen Moore is interviewing with, or they've requested an interview with Kellen Moore. And, this, of course, is a time of year where people start looking at the hot candidates and stuff like that, and, the good offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators and stuff, and think that they're going to hit gold. As much as we give Kellen Moore flat, somehow, some way, it's crazy when you think about how much shit that Dak, Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy get about what they do, but yet last year #1 scoring offense, this year top 5 easily, and they produce. But apparently, the production that they get better than 25 or 30 teams out there isn't good enough. Other teams look and they say, I'd love to have that kind of production. You don't think that the Commanders wouldn't take Dak Prescott in a heartbeat, or the Jets or some of these other teams? They would. They sit here and look and say, y'all crazy. That boy can play. Yeah, that's what they literally say. But be that as it may, I know Dak Prescott haters are all the rage. But this is one of those moments that feels like deja vu. This feels like deja vu. I don't know if it is, but it does. So you got Kellen Moore, who last year he was one of the hot candidates there for a while, and then for whatever reason didn't get a job. But again, this year is another one that, okay, so people are still saying 2 years in a row, top 3 offense. Maybe we need to look at him after all. We've been in this situation before. Most of you might not remember, but when Wade Phillips was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, so think about this for a second. You had Wade Phillips, the older guy, the coach that had experience and stuff, and, being a head coach and things, was the head coach. Jason Garrett was the offensive coordinator who had been the quarterback coach in Miami under Nick Saban for 1 year. And he was that hot candidate that actually went to Baltimore and interviewed with the Ravens. And the Ravens were very, very interested in him. And that's when Jerry Jones basically made him like the highest paid offensive coordinator in football at the time, I think $3 million a year. And I think had one of those wink deals that, as soon as Wade Phillips stutters, you're going to be the head coach. Now, I often wonder, had that not happened, let's say hypothetically that the Baltimore Ravens had hired Jason Garrett, what would the Ravens have been like? instead of Jim Harbaugh? What would the Ravens be like? What would the Cowboys have been like had they hired them? You know, this is one of those things that we'll never know. Would the Cowboys have been at 8-8, 8-8, 8-18? Would they have been, 10 years of mediocrity with him? Would they have been better? Would they have been worse? But this is that moment again, because now we feel like that Kellen Moore is one of those favorite sons like Jason Garrett. That maybe he's got, knows where the bodies are buried or something and can do no wrong. Will it be that Jerry Jones says, hey, you know what, Kellen, we're going to pay you some more money just in case Mike McCarthy screws up and you become the head coach? Think about that for a second, because that's what happened. We hired Jason Garrett off of being a quarterback coach for 1 year, and then was here as the offensive coordinator for a couple of seasons, and then became the head coach. Somebody out there, I'm not going to say who, but somebody out there has a tape of Jerry Jones talking about looking for another coach. Not this past week, but some time ago. So you've got a situation where Jerry may say, hold on, Kellen, I don't want you to go nowhere. He may have a situation here with Dan Quinn, where he says to Dan Quinn, hold on there. Just wait. Just wait. And let's see what happens here. Because if the Cowboys go through, and we hear what we heard last year, that the Cowboys were nervous going into that game, or the Cowboys end up getting embarrassed, regardless of what Jerry Jones said, Jerry Jones will make a change, which is still crazy, the fact that you got a team that is 12-5 2 years in a row, runner-up in the division this year and winners of the division last year, that you would look at that and say, fire the coach. But, Jerry Jones at this age looks at it, I'm sure, in the same way he looked at Jimmy Johnson and says, with the team that we built, we should be winning Super Bowls. Yeah. So this might be that deja vu moment where we find out how important is Kellen Moore in Jerry Jones's eyes. We'll see. All right, y'all. Maybe I'll do a live stream here after I finish getting the rest of the stuff up in the attic. But, man, the good thing is, at least I've been collecting all that stuff over the years and don't have to buy it. Just have to be able to get it down the damn ladder over here, which is a pain in the ass to get it up there. But at least I have it. And I tell you, I can't wait till next year. Maybe, just maybe, next year it'll be a little bit different. And maybe we'll be expanding to a lot more games, tailgating in your neck of the woods. But we'll see. Peace out.